As always, there's lots of news going on in the wrestling world, not only in WWE, but Impact Wrestling too. Just like our recent news videos, we try and cram in as many news stories as possible, so you're up to date with everything going on behind the scenes. In today's news, we look at the WWE selling the cringiest t-shirt ever, why Alexa Bliss was missing on this week's edition of Monday Night Raw, what happened when the cameras went off after Monday Night Raw, Kofi Kingston suffering an injury, Jon Moxley comments on Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff being hired, Vince finally acknowledging that big changes need to be made in order to improve WWE, WWE giving away the WWE Network, 2 Impact Wrestling departures, and a possible return. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily videos as we look at the wrestling news for the 9th July 2019. But let's get into the first story, the cringiest t-shirt WWE has ever sold. Now when you look into the vault of terrible products in wrestling merchandising, specifically its apparel department, you'll definitely find the APA's Always Pounding Ass t-shirt from the Attitude Era, a shirt with a picture of Rikishi's cellulite derriere with the words "back that ass up," Vince Loves Rooster, or some other variation not suitable for YouTube, and even outside of WWE, AJ Styles' TNA spooge covered t-shirt that should all be in there. But recently, we can add another abomination to the vault, that being Seth Rollins' new t-shirt, which reads "The Man's Man" selling on WWE Shop. No doubt trying to capitalize on wrestling's first couple, WWE might have gone too far with this one. While some might think this is adorable, we're really not sure who would though. This is by far the cringiest shirt they've ever sold. In fact, if Seth actually wore this on Raw, we'd probably have to turn it off for a while. Oh wait, he did after the show. They've already mimicked a scene from Dirty Dancing at a house show, and this is no doubt the start of shoving their relationship on our faces at every opportunity. WWE, please do us a favor and tone this crap down. It's just too much, and it's no wonder why others like Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, along with Charlotte Flair and Andrade, kept their relationship secret for some time. Otherwise, WWE will have them reenacting the pottery scene from Ghost in front of a live crowd. Anyway, moving on. Where was Alexa Bliss during Monday Night Raw? Now, Nikki Cross managed to decimate Bayley's time in the Beat the Clock challenge on Raw, which gave her the chance to determine the stipulation in their bout at Extreme Rules. Cross booked it to be a 2-on-1 handicap match, with her friend Alexa Bliss in her corner. However, Bliss was not on the show, nor was she backstage. Both her and Braun Strowman also missed the Connor's Cure fundraiser, and were replaced by Nikki Cross and Baron Corbin. But those who think that she's gone the way of Sasha Banks, think again, as it seems like she's out of action due to illness. She tweeted an update saying, "Night 4 of no sleep due to terrible coughing. Really need to kick this sickness." Even though she's ill right now, she is still expected to compete at Extreme Rules this Sunday. Also noticeably missing are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the IIconics, as they haven't wrestled a match on television since mid-June. Many have assumed that they might not have been featured because WWE simply has nothing for them at the moment. Whilst that seems plausible, as Finn Balor being the Intercontinental Champion has nothing going on right now, the duo's absence is mainly down to Peyton Royce and former WWE superstar Ty Dillinger getting hitched in the next few weeks or so, and she simply asked for some time off. Former WWE superstar Tenille Dashwood posted a photo on Twitter with the IIconics in Las Vegas celebrating her bachelorette party. We hope they're back soon and WWE has something lined up for them, as they are the champions for goodness sake. What happened after Monday Night Raw's cameras went off the air though? Well, believe it or not, 2 huge matches took place as Becky Lynch defended her Raw Women's title match against Lacey Evans, where of course she won, and Seth Rollins put his title on the line against Baron Corbin in a street fight, where he too retained his title. And in an odd turn during the match, the referee got in on the action by attacking Corbin after he tried to bully him. But a bit of bad news up next, as Kofi Kingston has suffered an injury. It's been reported that WWE's champion Kofi Kingston was pulled from an event due to an injury. Kofi was expected to wrestle at a house show in Glen Falls, New York last night, but suffered an injury at some point. There's no word on what the injury is or what it could be, so it's currently unsure as to whether he'll be able to compete this Sunday at Extreme Rules in his bout against Samoa Joe with the WWE Championship on the line. Let's hope he makes a full recovery by then. Next up, AEW star Jon Moxley recently appeared on YouTube's The Store Horseman and commented on the WWE hiring Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff to boost the WWE's creative department. He mentioned, "They definitely made some kind of move. Paul Heyman is really smart. It sounds like that is a great idea. I just hope Vince lets them do their ideas. It's not just I made him head of creative, but I'm telling him what to do type of thing." Eric Bischoff was behind the NWO. He also presided over some crappy WCW shows. He is probably pretty motivated to make you forget that part of the resume. The more wrestling that is good, the more fans there are, and the better it is for everybody. But judging from last night's Monday Night Raw, Moxley's comments may be prophetic. However, you may want to listen to Paul Heyman's predictions. Rumor has it that Paul Heyman believes change is going to take time. With McMahon having the final say, Heyman will have to be patient. Moxley also comments on why it would be a fool's errand to even attempt to take down the WWE, as it wouldn't be good for business at all. He mentioned, "This is not the Monday Night Wars. Now, we are over here doing this, they are always going to be there. It would be a fool's errand to try and take them down. It wouldn't be good for the wrestling business to try and take them down. We're providing a good alternative, showing that there's a world outside of that. I can't wait. It's super exciting, it's going to be challenging. We have no idea what is going to happen, but we are making history. First time in a long time, TNA was prime time for a little bit, but this is the first since basically WCW. Whilst AEW are offering that alternative product, Vince finally seems to be acknowledging that big changes need to be made in order to improve WWE. Now, we've mentioned many times in the past that Vince is a septuagenarian that is completely out of touch with the product and is too stubborn to make changes, but it seems like WWE's head honcho is now willing to change and listen to get teen viewers back with an edgier product. Fightful.com reported, "We're told that Heyman sits in the middle of the production meetings among other writers instead of at the front of the room, and has spoken to several team members about Vince McMahon coming to grips with the fact that the program needs to be upgraded, and with that happening, true change could be on the way. This is certainly going to take time though, as an old stick in the mud like Vince won't promote change overnight, as this week's Raw looks like it went back to the old formula of more talk segments and less action. It's clear fans want the Raw show that looked heavily influenced by Paul Heyman, that included a huge WTF moment, profanity, and less talk, more action. Vince was reportedly impressed by the numbers last week's Raw drew, but looking at this week's Raw, they're bound to go down slightly, as the go-home episode was mediocre at best. And it seems other changes are also happening, as WWE is giving away the WWE Network for peanuts. PW Insider is reporting that WWE will be offering its streaming service for just 99 cents a month for the next 3 months. According to PW Insider's Dave Shearer, in what may be a sign that the second quarter WWE Network subscriber numbers are less than what WWE had anticipated, they expect quarter 3 subscriptions to drop precipitously, or maybe a mix of both. WWE sent an email out today to addresses in their database, as well as current subscribers, offering the next 3 months of the WWE Network for just 99 cents. With the WWE expecting a drop in subscriptions now that WrestleMania is over, they'll be looking to bump up their numbers for their third quarter financial earnings report. But that's some WWE news. What about some Impact news? As Johnny Impact could be leaving. Former WWE superstar John Morrison, aka Johnny Nitro, may be done with his campaign in Impact Wrestling, where he's been working as Johnny Impact. Impact's contract expired before Slammiversary, but he reportedly worked the show to end his feud with Rich Swann. While PW Insider reports Johnny Impact may stick around, you can be certain that AEW and WWE will be interested in him. But Johnny Impact isn't the only Impact Wrestling star who may be leaving the promotion, as word has it that the tag team The Latin American Exchange's deal with Impact is over, and that LAX members Santana and Ortiz are being sought after by AEW and the WWE. LAX could go with either promotion, but with the WWE getting more crowded, they might be signed by the WWE just to keep them from AEW rather than using them well. But those are 2 possible departures. What about a return? As it appears that Rhino is back in the company. During the Slammiversary pay-per-view, a masked wrestler saved Impact World Champion Michael Elgin from a post-match attack, goring Elgin's assailant Brian Cage and performing Rhino's signature taunt. Rhino was also seen backstage, making it all but certain he's back in the company. But there you have it guys, today's news in the wrestling world. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.